Hello once again from my workshop. Okay, for this little episode we're going to continue work on this captive nut puzzle. And what we're going to do now, we're going to profile down this little section in here. Right, the idea is to get to slim it down enough so that we can cut the thread. And what we're going to use, this cemented carbide profiling tool. Yeah, and we're going to run that between the two. I like to use one of these. It'll cut both ways, so you don't have to worry about that. And they're quite good, and you can get a really nice finish off it. So, without further ado, I'll install the tool in the tool holder, and we'll make a start. Right, so now we've got the profiling tool in place. Now bear in mind, let's just double check the what we're working to and from. We're starting off at 20.6 or thereabouts, and we're going to be putting an M14 thread on it. Yes, so M14 is fairly large. It's an M14 by 1.5 if you want to be specific. And so we're going to bring this down to slightly on the positive side of 14 millimeters. We're not going to go under 14, but if we're a little bit over, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. But I'd rather be bang on the money, as it were. So when we get close to 14, I'm going to be taking lots of measurements to make sure that I get it bang on. Now, so we'll start off now. Right, we'll just rest the tool against it. We can get it in position for the first cut. I'll mark the two blue lines, right, which is where, if you like, the maximum is going to be. So that's sort of going to be right at the shoulder, just here. So for the first cut, we want to be slightly inside the line because we're going to be working up to the lines, if you see what I mean. It'll make more sense as I go along, I suppose. So we'll fire it up, and we'll take the first pass down, and let's see. Right, as you can see, these tools give a really lovely finish. Okay, that's for the first pass. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to wind it in about where are we now? Just double check my settings. I'm going to wind it in about 0.05 of a mil, and I'll bring it back by hand, and then we can set up for the next proper cut. Okay, now we've got 0.1 of a millimetre, 0.2 of a millimetre. Away we go. So as you can see, we've already taken little mounts off. That was what, those two cuts were 0.2 of a millimetre each, and even though we're taking sort of quite a hefty, well, I suppose a reasonable amount off, we're getting a really nice finish. This is why I like using these tools. They really do give a nice finish. Right, well, this will take me a little while to complete, so I shall carry on while you lot go make, you lot, it's not very nice, is it? While all my lovely viewers go and make a cup of tea or coffee, whatever floats your boat, really. Okay, as you can see, we've got a fair way down this now, so I'm going to do a quick check of what size we've got, and we are looking at 15.4, so we're actually not too far off now. Yeah, we're about 1.5 millimeters away, so we'll continue doing a bit more, and okay, that's a little bit more taken off, and we're down to 14.8, so we're getting quite close now, so it's being a little bit more genteel with it now. Let's give it another check, and we are 14.3, nearly there. Okay, 14.2, 40.2, 40.19, so okay, that is 14.02. I'll check it again. Okay, 14.2. Right, there's a bit of muck on the caliper. Yep, okay, 14.2. Right, so a little bit more than I thought we'd got. A bit of dirt on the, it goes to show, a bit of dirt on the caliper, enough to put the reading out by 1.5 millimeters. 0.15 millimeters. Another check, make sure it's clean. 14.05, 14.06, slightly out there. Okay. That is 14 exactly, spot on, good. That's what I like to see. Okay, so now what we're going to do now is we're going to just sort these shoulders out. Yeah, we don't need to turn the body of this any thinner now, it's just the shoulders we need to sort out. And it's just a case now with this tool, very gently, going to do now is I'm going to use a file just to take the lip off these shoulders. Right, I'm going to use this little file here. It's an old small fine half round file that broke some while ago, and it's been adjusted to fit, and I'm going to be across the lathe in that manner there. Okay, so we'll fire it up. I'll do this end first. All I want to do is just take that rough shoulder off. Same that side. quite smooth, and it is. What I've got to do first is I've got to adjust the gearing in the lathe. I have a crib sheet here. I don't know whether you can see it in that light. I have a crib sheet here, and I'm looking for everything's got lost. Right, here we go. I don't know whether you can see this in this light, but this is my crib sheet. This tells me what gears I need for what thread ratio, and we're looking for a ratio of 1.5, right, which is I know it used to be 1.5 thread. It used to be threads per inch, but we're looking metric threads, so it's this is top table metric threads, and we're looking for 1.5, which is there, right? So it's the speed lever fully forwards or fully to the right, which it is, and now I've got to change the gears to the ones in that table there. So I've got to get out my box of gears, and I've got to scrabble around in the gearbox, change those gears. That'll give me the right ratios, so when I put it on automatic feed it will cut the thread. You'll see this as we go along. Anyway, I'll end this one here because it will take a little while to set this up, and it's getting on for beer o'clock now. I mean, it's quite it's getting on a bit tonight, so I shall leave this in this position. But don't forget, 1.5 is what we're looking for. And I might take a little shot before we do the next bit, which is threading. I'll take a little bit of video of where the gears are and how you change them. Yeah, you might find that interesting. So I'll sign off for now, and I'll get this sorted, and I'll see you all shortly, if not before. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, if you like what you see, subscribe to my channel. Yeah, I might even send you a little note saying thank you very much, because I'm a nice bloke, really. Even if I can be a bit old and crotchety sometimes, but then again, I am old and crotchety. So bye for now.